Yes, and start. Neither the husband, nor the son, nor the father, nor the brother has power to use or to align the legal property of a woman. Stop. And if any of them shall consume such property against her own consent, he shall be compelled to pay its value with interest to her, and shall also pay a fine to the king. Stop. Whatever she has put amicably into the hands of her husband, afflicted by disease, suffering from disease, or sorely pressed by creditors, he should repay that by his own free will. Stop. Pehra. At another place, while referring to the nature of a husband's rights over Stridhan during covertures, the author, referring to Manu and by the law as expounded by the commentators of the different schools, the unqualified dominion of the husband is limited to only some descriptions of the wife's property, while as regards the rest he is allowed only a qualified right of use under certain circumstances specifically defined. Para. First, take the case of property obtained by gift. Stop. Gifts of affectionate kindred which are known by the name Stridhan constitute a woman's absolute property which she has at all times independent power to alienate, and over which her husband has only a qualified right, namely the right of use in times of distress. Pehra. Gift of affectionate kindred includes gifts received at the time of marriage. Stop. In respect of such property, whether gives by gift or will, she is the absolute owner and can deal with it in any way she likes. Stop. She may spend, sell, or give it away at her own pleasure by gift or will without reference to her husband, and property acquired by it is equally subject to such rights. Stop. Ordinarily, the husband has no manner of right or interest in it. Stop. But in times of extreme distress, as in famine, illness, or imprisonment, or for the performance of indispensable duty, the husband can take and utilize it for his personal purposes, though even then he is morally bound to restore it or its value when able to do so. Stop. But this right is purely personal to him and cannot be availed of by a holder of a decree against the husband, and if the husband dies without utilizing the property for the liquidation of his debts, his creditors cannot claim to proceed against it in the place of her husband. Para. It is therefore manifest that the position of Stridhan of a Hindu married woman's property during coverture is absolutely clear and unambiguous. She is the absolute owner of such property and can deal with it in any manner she likes. She may spend the whole of it or give it away at her own pleasure by gift or will without any reference to her husband. Over.